What percentage of the fans who are coming to see you fight Sonny Liston, what percentage of the fans do you feel will be coming to see him, and what percentage do you feel will be coming to see you?
Well, 100% will be coming to see me, but 99% will be coming to see me get beat.
Do you really feel that?
Because they think I talk too much. But I got these.
And they represent your thinking?
These represent dynamite. There you go.
So Devin Haney a day or two ago came out stating, "I would never let a white boy beat me." And it got blown out of proportion. Now when Devin Haney stated this and I peeped the reports, I didn't even think too much of it. I mean, even Bernard Hopkins said around the same lines back in the day. Even though, ironically enough, Hopkins actually ended up losing to a white boy named Joe Calzaghe, who also retired as undefeated. But I must point out that he fought a lot of fighters that was over the hill, such as Roy Jones and Hopkins himself. If Joe Calzaghe actually fought Hopkins and Roy Jones when they were in their prime, they would have definitely washed them, if we all being honest. Nevertheless, Joe Calzaghe still be a decent version of Hopkins. So the point that I'm trying to make, when I first saw them headlines, my first reaction was, as long Devin Haney lives up to it. Because they're gonna remember that. You best believe that. And the proof is actually in the pudding. Remember the time when Hopkins actually lost to a white boy? Like I told y'all, Joe Calzaghe? They rubbed it on Hopkins' face. It didn't even matter if Hopkins was actually 50 years old. If he was a grandpa and he fought a person that's old enough to be his son, if he lost, or when he actually lost to a white boy being 50 years old, they still rubbed that on his face. There were multiple headlines of that. So my point is, when I first saw them headlines, that's the first thing that popped up in my mind. Devin Haney, you better not lose to a white boy since you said it. That was my reaction to it. However, people flooded the comment section claiming that Devin Haney is a racist, why you're not talking about it. And I didn't even know that was a thing till I saw Devin Haney Twitter, where he's apologizing and reinstating that he's not a racist. So that opened my eyes, and I decided to make a video on it since a lot of my Akhis was requesting me to do so. So first things first, we already know the fighters from the coincidental list, they get it the worst. They the one that deal with double standards. So y'all can't just flip this around and say, oh, well, what if NoMachenko said it about the fighters on the coincidental list? Because he's not the one that's dealing with the double standards. The fighters from the coincidental list are. Second of all, it ain't like Devin Haney is in a weak division and there is no white fighters at all in or around his division that could fight. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, there's many white fighters that could actually fight in his division, such as arguably the best fighter in the division, Vasily Lomachenko, and Luke Campbell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Campbell should be Devin Haney's next opponent, him or Fortuna. However, Luke Campbell keep crying to the WBC, wanting to face Fortuna instead of Devin Haney. He should be gunning for Devin Haney if he think he's sweet, especially after these comments, right? But the point that I'm trying to make is, one thing if Devin Haney said it in a weak-ass division that there is no white fighters around. But since they have the best white hope and the best white fighter in history, ladies and gentlemen, according to Joe Rogan and old media, Vasily Lomachenko, then there should be no problem to shut Devin Haney up, since this white hope Vasily Lomachenko is finna wash Devin Haney. Like I said, Devin Haney put pressure on himself not to lose to a white boy by making those comments, because he specifically pointed out white boy. So that will put pressure on Lomachenko to face him and win, and also Luke Campbell. And these two fighters are avoiding him, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Campbell could have faced Devin Haney for the WBC strap. He said absolutely not. So did Vasyl Lomachenko. Matter of fact, Vasyl Lomachenko went as far as requesting the French fries title that's not a belt nor a championship. So the point that I'm trying to make, why is Vasyl Lomachenko paying more money to avoid at Devin Haney? So now that's going to apply pressure on Vasyl Lomachenko to face Devin Haney and more so beat him for making those comments. So it's okay if he said it while the best white hope that ever existed is actually in his division. There should be no problem at all. Like I said, it's one thing if he said it in a weak-ass division and he have no white fighters to fight. However, this is coming from a competitive nature, since the best white fighter that ever existed is actually in his division. I mean, can you picture Floyd Mayweather being at 140? And we all know who was around at 140 at the time, which was Ricky Hatton, who was also undefeated. And Ricky Hatton came out claiming, "I will never let a black guy beat me." Y'all know it better than I do that Mayweather will laugh at his face and prove him wrong. And after proving him wrong, by knocking him spark out, he's going to go to the bank laughing his ass off. So that's what Vasyl Lomachenko should be planning to do, is all I'm saying. Because like I said, Devin Haney only applied pressure on himself by making those comments, since the best white hope that ever existed is actually fighting in his division. However, it will be a bad look if Vasyl Lomachenko continues to avoid Devin Haney and Luke Campbell continues to do the same as well. That definitely will be a bad look. Not on Devin Haney's behalf, however on the hopeless fighter's behalf. So let's dive into what Devin Haney had to say. He stated, and I quote, "I'm not racist, and I never will be a racist. I'm chasing greatness, #undefeated." He put a poster of him and Floyd Mayweather, a comparison of course. Floyd Mayweather is the undefeated 50-0 Hall of Famer, arguably TBE. Devin Haney also added, "I just had a very positive conversation with Marcus Suleiman, president of the WBC, and confirmed to him directly my commitment to be a role model and my absolute rejection of discrimination of any kind." Well said by Devin Haney. However, wouldn't it be lovely if the WBC had the same conversation with every single decaf, dumb casual ass fans / racist fans? That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Furthermore, like I told y'all early on, in this video in particular, Devin Haney and what he stated about never losing to a white boy, that was coming from a competitive place. He's young, he don't know no better. So he's not being racist, he's just being competitive because he stated that he will finish his career being undefeated. It don't matter if you white, it don't matter if you black, it don't matter if you alien. You ain't gonna beat him. That's his goal, to be undefeated like TBE Floyd Money Mayweather. And since the best white hope that ever existed is actually in Devin Haney division as we speak, then that should settle the case. That alone should prove that Devin Haney was just coming from a competitive place. It's just competitive nature, which that will apply pressure on Lomachenko to face him and more pressure on Devin Haney to win, because if he loses, all hell done broke loose. You think they blew it out of proportion now? Just wait on it if Lomachenko ever get the victory. So what y'all old media and decafs need to do right now as we speak is apply pressure on Lomachenko to face his fears and actually fight Devin Haney. The dream, right? He claims his dream fight is with Floyd Money Mayweather, will face Floyd Mayweather prodigy, Devin Haney, who's not developed, and according to old media and y'all decafs, he's only 21 years old and can't fight this and that. So Vasyl Lomachenko should have no problem putting him in his place. That should be the plan. But you know what's the plan? The French fries belt was the plan. Top Rank and Lomachenko planned to avoid Devin Haney from way back, requesting the French fries so they don't have to face him in the future. We pretty much know that the French fries belt is not a championship nor a title. It's a trophy, ladies and gentlemen, that you can't defend nor lose. So with that being stated, Devin Haney had a conversation with the WBC president, but I wish he asked him what's going on with Jimenez since she failed both the A and B sample. She took steroids and fought a clean fighter from the coincidentalist, but thanks to the Hope insurance and thanks to her being on the Hope list, she's still the champion. And according to the WBC, they still claim her as the champion, even though she cheated in order to win. That should be the WBC biggest concern as we speak. And while they at it, give Devin Haney his title back, since these hopeless fighters don't want to face him, from Luke Campbell to Vasyl Lomachenko. That's the whole purpose of Devin Haney being the WBC champion as we speak. So the moral of the story is all y'all decafs and old media and all of the above, y'all should be mad at the hopeless fighters for not having the cojones to fight Devin Haney and shut him up. That should be the biggest concern. Now, as far as Devin Haney himself, I don't think he's right about what he stated. He definitely shouldn't have said white boy. He should have definitely included everyone. Kind of like AB said it. Anybody can get it. Call me the can man. Mexicans, Americans, Africans, you name it. That's how Devin Haney should have put it. So he's wrong on that part. But I'm not the one that's dealing with the double standards. And you also have to look at it from Devin Haney's point of view, which is the best fighter in his division is white. That's why he said it. And at the end of the day, or at least the night, Devin Haney only put more pressure on himself by making those comments, since there's a lot of good white fighters around his divisions, including top 10 pound-for-pound fighter Josh Taylor at 140, another division he should be moving up to soon. So like I said, to each your zone. So all of y'all decafs, don't give up on Vasyl Lomachenko already. He just tapped into his prime. Y'all should be happy and glad to see Devin Haney talking ish so Lomachenko could shut him up. That should be y'all energy. And like I told y'all, I truly believe Devin Haney was coming from a good place, a sincere place, a competitive nature place. Therefore, for all of y'all decafs that spam my comment section claiming Devin Haney is a racist, this and that, and that's why y'all don't like him, y'all never liked him no way. Quit bugging. Quit lying to yourselves. Y'all know the truth deep inside. And these people in particular, they will pay to watch Devin Haney every single fight. Some people will tune in to support and want to see him win. Most people will watch to see him lose. Which it ain't a problem, because more haters equal more money. And believe me when I say your haters are your biggest fans. I know that from personal experience. So like Akhi always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decafs, aka dumb casual ass fans / old media. Shout out to Dante for being the entrepreneur of new media that I'm a part of. And if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is attend the Akhi University every Sunday live, where Akhi is the past, present, and future pound for pound when it comes to Split Decision, a boxing debate / talk show. So tune in, call in. I'm pretty sure y'all could handle the truth if Akhi could handle mixed master engineering and producing Split Decision while knocking y'all out on Split Decision. Man, that has to be a record. So with that being stated, follow my broski, my Akhi, Lunatune for the funniest boxing memes. If a picture says 1,000 words, his meme says 1,000,000 words. So follow him on IG and keep it a G. I will leave his link in the description box below. As always, follow me too at Akhi TV, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace, and we out of here.